What's up, everyone? It's me, Adam Prime, and I'm back. It's been a little bit since I've done a video, and I'm bringing you what I kind of said I already would. We got SHODO Super Kyoryuger, or Juden Sentai Kyoryuger, 1, which has the main 5 Kyoryugers in SHODO form. And they look great. I know, they're over there. They look great. And this box is really small, if I'm going to be honest. And there's a ton of accessories. It does come with a candy. Just one candy. Cheap. Cheap, guys. You couldn't give me at least 2 of these candies? They're delicious. But you have on the front, got their special posy hands and everything. You got on the side, you got... Here, let me move the camera back. Still getting slightly used to the new tripod. You got Cureu Red on this side. On the back, you have all the accessories. We will get to the accessories. That's going to be a good chunk. Look at all those hands. That's a lot of hands. You have the other 4 Kyoryugers on this side. Black, blue, green, and pink. And on the top, you have all 5 of them. Which, these are pictures of the figures. So that's always cool. So yeah. That's it for the box. You got Toei, barcode, whatever this stuff is. But yeah, there you go. Don't eat it. They just tell you don't eat it. But yeah, there we go. That's Bandai. And we will get right into the figures because they look great, if I'm going to be honest. They are mostly painted. As you can see, actually this is silver plastic for the back of the hands. The shoulder pad isn't removable, but oh, I popped off his arm. But it doesn't get in the way that much outside of when you pop out his arm. So yeah. And they all just look great. They all have like the slightly different tones from like the arms to the body. The chest looks amazing. Like you have the nice striping. It's even molded. You have the T-Rex head on the chest. The helmet looks great. The lines and everything. I don't know if this had any QC issues of these going bad, but mine look great, so I'm not going to complain. But they pretty much all have the same articulation, except like pink skirt kind of inhibits stuff later. But just to go over articulation real quick, you have a ball joint in the head and the base of the neck, so you can move all sorts of ways. You can look up that much, down that much. Arm does a full 360. Got to be careful to not pop it off the ball joints. There you go. Go out that much. Go all the way up, back. And you see, if you can just rotate it, you can really dodge that shoulder pad. Got 90 degrees in the elbow, and because of all the interchangeable hands, they have little pegs, so they rotate on them. Really nice silver all over the figure. And the belt buckle is a sticker, but it doesn't look too bad. You do not get shiny silver paint on the boots, but they still look pretty good. In the torso, you got a couple like different joints. You did have to take him apart to sticker the belt, or at least that's what I did, because they just easily come apart right there. And there's also this inner little piece right there that also can move. So these guys are very posable. I almost put his legs on backwards. So yeah, you can get him to have like a nice ab crunch. You can get him to go back. Legs have kind of that drop system that they like to use a lot, if you know SHODO at all. So you can get the legs to move pretty much all the way around, like that. You can get them to go up, get to lock them in. You can twist at the thigh, 90 degrees of knees, and ball jointed little feet. So you know he can pretty widely stand as far as those ball joints will get him. There you go. Look at him. Look at him standing flat on his feet right there. And that is pretty much the articulation. And let's go over the hands real quick, because they pretty much all have the same hands, even Pink. Pink have so I found that kind of surprising because I feel like sometimes the female figures have smaller hands, so they give them different. But to cover how many hands there are, I used this pill divider, and I only didn't use one slot. So we are going to take a look at these. I will just take out the specialty hands pretty much. So the rest, like, you get a set of these hands for all 5 Kyoryugers. So these are pretty much the standard layout of hand. If I didn't drop it, ooh boy. You get some gripping hands, and these gripping hands are specifically more for they're like armed-on weapons, which we will get to those in a second. You get a pair of open hands, and you get a pair of gun-shooty hands, because obviously they all have to come with a Gaboo revolver. So you can get that, squeeze the trigger finger, and here is the Gaboo revolver stickered up. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did not sticker up all 5 Gaboo revolvers, because if I took the time to actually sticker everything, this would have taken the video longer, because I just got busy and I didn't feel like stickering stuff all the time. So I just stickered the ones that I kind of felt like I wanted to pose around and stuff with, because if I'm not going to pose them all with their Gaboo revolvers or with their Gaboo calibers, why sticker them all right now? I'll do it later. So if you want to look at it with the stickers and without the stickers. So yes, there are 5 Gaboo revolvers, both opened, well, both closed, and there is, oh wait, I gave him an opened one. So here is the closed Gaboo revolver, but as you can see, it has a nice gap, so you can put in, and I only have one of these stickered because I didn't feel like stickering it because it was a pain in the butt. So yeah, you get the Gaboo caliber in cannon mode, which you can slide right in like that, and you can have them hold it. You could probably two-hand it. But you pretty much get 5 of all of those. Like, you get those. And we obviously have the full sword version of the Gaboo caliber, because you get just, I'm about to say, I'll bring all the swords out, why not? You get 5 of them. Like I said, you get 5 of everything. If they are standard to all the Kyoryugers, they give you enough of them. If you want all 5 of them to use all of these, you can. I don't know why. Like, that seems a little excessive. I'm thankful, because I got 3 stickered up. That one looks really bad. And yeah. So there we go. There's all those Gaboo calibers. We also get some other hands, which are more specialty-like hands. You kind of get some king posy hands, or just some posy hands, because honestly I feel like a lot of those can be used, like whether you want it to be a shooty gun for Cureu Black, or you want to be his like little yo that you can totally recreate if you really wanted to. Like, you know, like, see, I would say, so it's really cool they give you some of these specialty hands, and they only give you one set, so I'm imagining each of them are for one of the Kyoryugers. So you get 5 special ones. You get like Cureu Blue's like special little fingers. I think these ones are specifically for Cureu Blue. I could be wrong. We also have some other special hands. I just keep them in these because I don't want to lose them. There's a lot of hands. I don't want to lose them. You get some more special, slightly weirder gripping hands. I want to say this is for like the pose on the front of the box, but does that mean like, I'm not sure what these hands are. Oh, I know what they are now. They're like gripping claw hands for Kyoryuger Black's intro pose. And apparently, from what I could see on the box, that the little 2-finger ones I showed earlier were the ones for Cureu Red's like opening pose. We also have some flat karate chop hands. So if you want to give any of the Kyoryugers karate chop hands, I am not going to be giving them any special hands. We will be just showing off their accessories and stuff. So there you go. You also get the 5. So if you want to give high fives to each other or whatever else, and you get a pair of those. So, like I said, that's a lot of hands. It is a lot of hands. It's kind of daunting sometimes when you think about it, because there were just so many hands. I just don't I don't understand, like, who was like, yeah, this is how many hands everyone's gonna need forever. And there we go. If we want, let's give him his armed on arm, because it does come with the Gaboo Fang. And honestly, I'd probably recommend, if we're going to put this on, if I could find the hand, there it is, put it on before you attach it to the body, because it is going to be a pain in the butt to get on while the arm is on. So I'm just going to slide it on right here. Boom, you got the hand in there. And if you want, where did I put it? They all come with all 5 armed on pieces, so it's pretty cool. Nowhere to do anything, so they just kind of sit over there. But you just pop it on. There we go. And if you pop his head back on, and we can put the Gaboo Fang. Oop, sticker's peeling. Oh no. Oop. Okay. Nope, it's fighting me. There you go. And boom, he is all armed on and ready to go. And that's great. Like I said, these guys look great. And sorry if I've been spending so much time on red and whatever else, but honestly, these guys just look so good. And yeah, so yeah, you can give him his Gaboo and you can do the punch and all of that. So that is Cureu Red. Set him off to the side for now, if he will stand for me. He doesn't want to stand. It's because his arm's out. But he will go to the back. And we will cover Cureu Black next. And like I said, the same articulation, but he looks great. You got the gray arms. The helmet is a little stunted. If I remember correctly, it does actually supposed to stick out to the back a little bit, but this doesn't look different enough to really bother me. You got the little Parasaurolophus little logo right there. And honestly, the helmet looks great. The paint looks great. The red eyes. Got everything on the back. So yeah. And you can, if I'm going to give him the Gaboo revolver. Let's give him the Gaboo revolver. Let's not make him armed on. Because, why not? We'll decide who gets armed on and who doesn't. So, there we go. If we want to give him the Gaboo revolver, you can have him all nice and posed with it. If you want to have it kind of pose like he's getting ready to spin it for an attack. He looks pretty good, like I said. And yeah, he's a nice jet black. I guess not jet black, but either way. And there you go. That's Cureu Black. Like I said, oh, he wanted to fall over. His accessories, we do get his arm, his armed-on arm. So that does also mean we do get the Parasol Gotten Shot, which is really good looking. This is all stickers. The silver stickers, this is stickers. But I think it looks pretty good, overall. It's... But yeah, you got the little barrels up front. I think that's what those are. But yeah, if you did want to give it to him, you could just like switch it out in the arm, but we will save that for later. Next up, let's go to Cureu Blue, which he looks great. His helmet especially looks great. Like, they're all nice and spiky up top. The yellow looks great. Like, these guys just look spectacular. So let's give him his shield. Let's give him his shield, yeah. Put the arm in. There we go. I'm gonna have to get one of the hands so we can give him his shield. And here's the Stego shield. This is a sticker, but this is actually a gray plastic, so yeah. You could have him hold it whichever other way. I think he held it like this, if I remember correctly. So yeah, you can give him the Stego shield, and he looks really good with it, honestly. Like, you got the spiky blue arm, and yeah. But yeah, that's Cureu Blue. Overall, I think he looks really good. And again, it's cool to see the armed-on accessories. Because sometimes, I think even the figure art don't always do the armed-on accessories. I can't remember. But next up, we will do Cureu Green. And he's actually not as dark of a green. I thought his arms were like his standard green. But it's actually like a lighter, kind of like seafoamy like green. And I really do dig it. Got the raptor motif. You got the like the yellow teeth and everything. I think his helmet looks great. All nicely molded. We get the raptor. And yeah, there you go. You got a peg for stands. Doesn't come with any stands, but it comes with pegs for them. So yeah, let's see. Let's get into his Zacutor Slasher, which this is plastic, but that is a sticker. And you got the raptor on top, which is also a sticker. Yeah. You know what? Let's give him just like a sword. Let's give him the sword. Let's give our swordsman his sword. I know they have like a special hand for his like holding it backwards, but I'm just gonna use this hand because I don't feel like looking up which specific hand when I think this one can perfectly do the job. Boom. Got it to work. So yeah, if you want him to have his backwards or pop it off the ball joint. Ooh, you know what? I'm realizing I forgot to mention when I was going over the articulation. He has the armpit like sockets. So they all have that. So like you can go like back a lot. And so if you really wanted to, you could get some pretty sweet poses with him. Just like I'm not gonna like spend too much time on it, but you can do something kind of like that if we wanted to take a look at that. There we go. Again, I love how dynamic these SHODO figures are. But yeah, He looks great. And last and certainly not least, we have Cureu Pink. And if Cureu Green would stand. And she looks great as well. You got like the nice like bubblegummy like pink for the arms. Realizing, let me zoom back. There we go. For the arms, you got the skirt, which is a hard plastic, but they will move. So like you can actually still get a decent amount, but it will restrict it to a way. But because of how they are to the sides, you can still pretty much do a full split. So yeah, not that much of a hindrance, but still is there. But yeah, that is Cureu Pink. That's all that's really different about her articulation. Outside of, I think, no, she still has that the chest joint too. So yeah, she has pretty much the same articulation as all the other Kyoryugers. So if we pull out her little drill, it only has one little sticker, and it does come with a Kenshiro Spiker, and they can hold this and everything else. So yeah, if you were wondering, they did give you a Kenshiro Spiker, and it is two separate pieces because you did see in the show them do kind of stuff like this. So if you want to use them separately, like as if they're working together to use one weapon, you can. But I don't know. It's like I feel like most people will probably just have it as Kenshiro Spiker and never really do anything else with it. Like I don't see anyone being like, "Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's pose her with these guys as weapons." Because yeah, so like let's go. Let's do it. Why not? Let's get her a hand that can hold it. So we will pose her all nice and with this weapon for some reason, even though I'm going to keep the Stego shield with blue. The elbow is nice and tight. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, there you go. You can give them the hold the the handle. So yeah, if you want her to hold it like that, she can do that. I don't remember anyone ever really using it like this in the show, but you can do it. So you know what? I did it. There she is. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's finally, the hand finally grabbed it nice and tight. There. But you know, okay, or we can knock over green. But there you go. If you really wanted her to have those three weapons, you can do it. And overall, if you like I said, they comes with the opened ones, and you can make the little cannon mode. So yeah, there you go. There's the little cannon mode. I'm not gonna give one to them. So yeah, there you go. Honestly, these guys look really great. They come with a ton of accessories. This set wasn't necessarily cheap, but I wouldn't say it was super expensive. And honestly, for the figures and the accessories you do get, I think they look great. But let's bring in some comparisons. So I'm gonna get Red stood up straight, and we will bring in some fellow Shodos. Because let's bring in Shodo Zangetsu, and they scale perfectly together, obviously, because they're the same line. So yeah. We can get the Yudo King Kyoryu Red. Yeah, they are. He's way too big for for Yudo. do not pose these guys with Yudo. They will look like literal children. But as per usual, they look great next to Skeletor. So, that is pretty insane about how well I feel like things work with Skeletor. Maybe that's just my mind. Maybe I just think everything goes with Skeletor. Maybe that's me. But that's how I'm going to write things. We can bring in the Lightning Collection. I almost called him Operate Red. Dino Thunder Red. We can bring in a soft final Kuga. I got Wolverine. We can throw in Spider-Man, who I think scales pretty well with everyone. We got an SIC Hibiki. He's not standing right. He will fall over. I'm going to make sure he can stand. And he looks pretty good. They don't look like they're in the same kind of style, but they can stand next to each other and not look totally too big. So, get these guys out of here if Cureu Red would stand. Boop. And I saved the best comparison for last because I have the action hero Aqua Ranger. Yeah, these guys don't scale unless you really want Ramirez to be like jacked and 2 feet taller than everyone on the team. Like this is hilarious. I don't know. It's right. Like I like the colors. I think this is a decent figure. If I'm being honest, it's like yes, he's jacked to all hell, but like I think overall for like a $10 figure, he was also pretty good. Yeah, he just does not scale. He is way too big for the rest of my Kyoryuger team. But good thing I think he's in. Or is it female Cyan that's in Super SHODO Super 2? I know there is going to be an Aqua to go with these SHODO figures. So that's pretty exciting that we will have all the Kyoryugers in one scale. And overall, I really do like these guys. Like you guys already know how much I like SHODO because I always sing the praises whenever I get a box of them. And these are some of my favorite suits and one of my favorite Sentais, so obviously this is a home run for me. The amount of accessories you get, how you can pose them, and overall, I really do like them. They're decent scale. I have other figures that can work really well with them, and if you can afford them, and you can find them, because they actually have been released a long time ago. I don't even know what I just said. But it's been a little bit since they've been released. So if you guys are looking for them, good luck. I don't know how easy these guys are going to be to find because I pre-ordered mine just to make sure I get it because I know how popular both these sets and Kyoryuger is. But overall, I think they all look great. Like, I have no complaints about anything in this set outside of the amount you have to sticker if you really want all the accessories. But once I realized I don't need to sticker all of them if I'm not going to give all 5 of them a sword, so I could finish this video. So, thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think? What are you guys hoping that gets the SHODO Super treatment? I'm hoping we get Magi Ranger, mostly because I want a Wolzard. I really do want a Wolzard. That's going to be if they do it, I have to buy it. I don't know how much it would be, but I need him. I need Wolzard. But overall, these guys are great in everything else. I like that you get a Kentro Spiker. Like, it has all the accessories I would want, and then some. Like I said, there's a lot of hands. Like, all these hands, all 5 of them have, except for, like, the specialty finger hands. Like, that's pretty good. Again, they pose really good. They're not, like, ooh, double joints, but for everything they can do and the poses they can get, they look amazing. Like, look at these guys. I think there's no better set of Kyoryugers you can get. and have them still look really nice. Like, some people still have complaints about the original figure arts. I think they look fine, but they're also super expensive to get the figure arts, because they did recently redo Cureu Red, but they didn't do the rest of the Kyoryugers. And at least with SHODO, if you want to have all 10 of them in this scale, I would say it's more doable than like a 6-inch scale. If you want all 10 and you don't want it to just be, well, this is most of a shelf, this might be a better call. That's honestly why I kind of like them being this scale, because there is so many Rangers. So, I don't know. Your mileage may vary, and if you don't like these suits, well, what's wrong with you, for one? And two, why are you watching this video? And three, then you're obviously not going to like this set. If you didn't like these suits, what makes you think these figures are going to make you be like, oh yeah, these suits are great, when you didn't like them before? But overall, these are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for rambling a little bit, but I'm glad to kind of be back to doing videos. I hope you guys stay tuned for everything else I want to do, and until whatever I do next. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye!